Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm going to review Heavily Technician Lead Latent and Awakened abilities. So she's a breaker, so I must say let's compare her to Krilla because yeah, they are about the same, okay? It is not fair to compare Heavily Technician Lead to Auron, Edgar because they also able to act as powerful attacker. So yeah, only Krilla that is comparable to Lead. But yeah, remember that Krilla will also get an upgrade for this month. So again, maybe she will outperform Heavily Technician Lead by a lot. So if you take a look on the stats, then Heavily Technician Lead is about the same like Krilla, okay? Both of them get 80% health, 80% spirit, but Heavily Technician Lead has better defense, okay? She can get 80% defense if you awaken this ability and her latent abilities, okay, which is, yes, I must say good. But you also need to remember that Krilla has, if I'm not mistaken, 30% magic and physical evasion. That makes her quite good. Not quite, but really good. Okay, and like you can see here, her awakening Heavily Technician Lead, it's kind of shitty. I agree that this health boost is good, but what is this? Only 30% chance to ignore fatal damage. It is like, are you kidding me? But yeah, I guess it's okay. Luckily, like you can see here, her passives upgrade costs are not expensive. Like this one, you only get 10% defense and spirit, but only 120,000 gil. So I said yes, upgrade this. And this is probably the best upgrade for Heavily Technician Lead because like you know that Heavily Technician Lead best break is from her LB. I know she has random, but that's unreliable. So awaken this. This is really important. Pour up. Okay. Other than this, you also need to awaken her latent. It is really important, guys, because her latent abilities give you 3 LB gauge regen per turn. So based on my calculation, she has 6 LB regen per turn after you awaken this latent ability. So you get this 3 from latent ability, you get 1 from awakening, so that's 4. So another 2 you get it from your trust ability. Okay, so 6 LB regen per turn, that's good. Okay, that will help you on your quest to make her LB reach about 16 LB regen per turn if you want to use her LB every time you need it. Okay, and I must say I still prefer Krilla stats more than Lit. Okay, because yeah, Krilla has better all elemental resist. Krilla has 15% all elemental resist, while Lit nothing. So like you know, we need to have good elemental resist. Okay, so she doesn't have any help on that department. And this, what is this? This is rubbish, guys, because she's not an attacker. Okay, so enough about stats. Now let's talk about her abilities. Awakening. So first, this is garbage. So don't even bother to awaken this. Yes, I know it's cheap, but yeah, just save your resource. And this one, it is good if you need to get extra dispeller on your party, okay? But again, maybe not important because she need to be able to break the enemy, so you don't want to make her dispel the enemy because if you use dispel, who's gonna reapply the break? So again, this is kind of useless. Full metal kick, sunlight beam, these two are garbage. And now let's talk about her breaking abilities. Arm and barrier resolvers. So maybe this is the most powerful AoE breaks on this game. Okay, 65%. And if you remember Krilla, it is her single target break. It is on par. So I must say Heavily Technician Lead is better on this department, okay? because yeah, it affects all enemies. But the downside is it deals damage. On some situation, it may be good. For example, if you fight Scorn of Gilgamesh, where you need to deal elemental damage, then you can use Lit to seal the elements. But on most situation, not on most, on some situation, you don't want to do that too. Okay, for example, on Scorn of Intangir, okay, where you don't want to awaken Intangir. So depends on situation. So yeah, very good attack and magic and defense and spirit pairing. And for single target break, then it is obvious Heavenly Technician Lit is better because she breaks 74% for 5 turns. And like you have seen before, Krilla only get 65% for 5 turns. Yes, I know she will get upgrade on this month, but I don't think they will upgrade her breaking capabilities. Maybe they will upgrade her this, okay, to be able to be chained with Absolute Zero, Stardust Ray, or something like that, okay, and that is more useful because really, guys, I don't think Heavenly Technician Lit is worth to be used on today because she's basically only a breaker, so kind of dead weight. Okay, breaker is important, but today we have Auron, Beowulf, King Edgar. So those are breakers who are not that weak, that weight. Okay, so for Heavenly Technician Lit, yes, the breaks is good 70%. While on Krilla, you need to rely on LB. Okay, but again, for Krilla, it's very easy because she able to recharge her LB gush by herself, so it is not a problem. Again, in my opinion, if you use normal Lit, you don't build her in special way, I think Krilla is more reliable because Krilla, like I said, yes, on the first turn she will use 70% break, okay, and after that she can use this Jinx anti-defense or whatever that this one. Okay, this one is very easy to use. You can refill, use your Dark Covenant. Okay, so it is more reliable because Lit only 70%. So 4% lose, 4% less than Krilla. But the biggest Heavenly Technician Lit strength is her LB. But the downside is it only lasts for 2 turns. So it's maybe not reliable unless you make her regenerate at least 16 LB per turn. And that's not that hard to build, guys, because like have been mentioned before, she already gets 6 LB regen per turn, so you only need to add 10 LB regen per turn. Okay, you can do that by equipping 2 Martial Glove, Prodigy's Goggles, Twin Bunny Clips, and from accessory slots, you already get 4. That means she already has 10 LB regen per turn, and yeah, simply equip her with, let's say, the worst of the best LB regen abilities, Ignorance. If you have 4 Ignorance, that means you get another 8 LB regen per turn, so that means you have 18 LB regen per turn, which is more than enough to use this LB every 2 turns. At that time, I must say, Heavenly Technician Lit is better than Krilla. But to be realistic, are you able to do that? Because if you equip, let's say, Ignorance, or even better, let's say, Pure White Blessing, Planet Whisperer, Protector of Lapis, those abilities give you 2 LB regen per turn. But the problem is, on today's standard, let's use Glacial Trial as an example. You need to have 100% on Ice, Water, and Wind, maybe 130% on Wind Resist. So if you use that kind of setup, then yes, Lit not gonna be able to survive. Again, I'm not sure whether you're able to break the bird or not. I only use that, for example, that you need to have survivability abilities. So you cannot simply gear, oh my god, all for ignorance. So that's kind of unrealistic. So again, I think realize better than lit. Okay, 74% to 79%. If you take a look on the difference, so for 74% break, you take 6.76%, 79 4.41%. So yeah, the damage may be quite big, the difference, okay, about 50%, about 30% less or 50%, but still, I don't think after at this rate it will be that important, 74 to 79%, okay? So I think Kriela is better. I believe that, especially after her awakening. And for the last awakening, super invention. Oh my god, this is kinda, I must say, this one is kinda troll. Okay, you probably don't want to use this. Okay, this is, so really guys, don't bother, don't need to awaken this. So only focus on your break. Of course, focus on Arm Dissolver, Attack, and Magic Absorb first, because those are the most important breaks on the game. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know. There is no best partner for Heavenly Technician Lead because, yeah, like I said, she is just that weight. Not bad, but only break, cannot chain or helping with other purpose. Okay, and for this latent abilities, I must say this one is bad. Okay, only lasts for 1 turn, 7 turn cooldowns. This is kind of like joke ability in my opinion. But if you think this is good, feel free to upgrade this, but I won't. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Prep X GS Guide. Bye bye guys!